Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Let us pray. Lord Jesus Christ, by the 3 days you laid in the tomb, you make holy the grace for all who believe in you. And into the
The family has asked me to bring our white doves today, and these are homing doves. They only want to fly back to their home here in Ontario. In John 14, Jesus said he was going to prepare a home for us. Just like we prepared a home for our doves, the Lord prepared a home for Gabriel. We're going to release one dove representing Gabriel going home to be with the Lord. Then we'll release the flock of doves representing those who have gone before us and those who will follow. If we put our faith in Christ, we too will go home to be with the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Can I have the participating family?
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? All your days filled with love and light. Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Since you arrived.
I just wanted to share a story with everyone. And this is what I said the day of the eulogy, which wasn't recorded, so I'm sharing it now on our slideshow. I remember one time when my mom and I were invited by little Priscilla to go to Las Vegas. Priscilla had tickets to the Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson show called One. I think it was called One. The Michael Jackson show of performed by Cirque du Soleil. And when my mom was walking out the house, and she's rolling along with her luggage and with her little ice chest ready to go, all excited that we're going to Vegas, and she sees Hailey and Gabriel in the car too, and she says, "Oh no," and she starts to walk away, turns around, she's like, "I'm not going to Vegas with kids." It was the funniest scenario now that we look back. But we convinced her to come back to the car. I reassured her, "Mom, don't worry, Priscilla will watch the kids, and I'll go with you to the casino." So my mom said, "Okay, let's go." So what happened was, we had tickets, like I mentioned, to the Cirque du Soleil show, and we had to take a shuttle from our hotel to the show at the Mandalay Bay. And in the shuttle, there were a lot of young people, like in their 20s, just a young crowd, excited to, they're partying, they're in Vegas, they're having a good time. And we didn't all get to sit together. So Gabriel ended up sitting next to one of the girls, some 20-something-year-old girl, and he had this conversation with her.
Have you know that I can beat up a shark?
Can you really?
Yes!
What?
Love the hair.
How do you do that?
Well, when a shark is trying to attack me, I punch its nose.
Oh, you punch its nose?
Yeah, and then I saw it was breathing, and then I'm still being strong and not being afraid by the shark.
Okay.
Well,
So you punch it in the nose and you don't be afraid.
yeah.
Anything else I need to know?
I bring them to shore. Then
Bring them to shore.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. Okay, and then when you do that, where do you grab it? Like by its nose or by its fin?
Oh,
Both. Okay, so one on the nose, one on the fin, and just back and forth.
no.
Or on the nose and then on the fins.
Then I spin myself around, I let it grow, and then I was on the island,
Okay.
and I can breathe underwater, and then that's how they save the sea.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's really helpful because I live a mile away from the beach, and I need to know how to do that. And there's a lot of sharks where I live, so that's awesome. Thank you for that, and also thank you for saving Texas again. I really appreciate that. That's very brave of you.
Yeah.
But you're the best brother ever.
It was. Continue to be brave, okay? Continue to save our world, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Having up the orange peels in the shower.
This is 2 o'clock of the morning. When I leave this place, and Sunday, you can
Oh my God. Tonight
and meet my house.
Oh, really?
It's kind of pretty old.
Oh, okay.
tells her she loves them.
So as you can hear, Gabriel had this personality about him and this charm. And when the shuttle finally stopped, he had already had all the attention of everybody in the shuttle because he was so cute and flirting with this girl. And right before we get off the shuttle, he says, "Do you have a boyfriend?" And she just started laughing like, "Yeah, I have a boyfriend." Her boyfriend was on the shuttle too, so we were just laughing so hard. And while my mom's like, "This kid, does he not know not to talk to strangers, But that's just the way Gabriel was. Like, I forgot who mentioned, I think Priscilla or one of us mentioned something about how a stranger to him was a new friend. And it didn't stop there, because when we got onto the red carpet, because that's the way Cirque du Soleil set it up, so cute, like the paparazzi's taking pictures of you, and you walk through the red carpet, then you go to your seat. And what we noticed that they did is whoever made the biggest appearance, or like casting agent says this person's gonna be on the screen, Gabriel was on the screen. Not his first time, by the way. He made it to the screen at the Angel Stadium twice. So that's the kind of personality he had. He was just lighting up everything. He loved good energy, and he loved that time, and we just had the best time. And that's what I wanted to share about Gabriel's story. Thank you for listening.
Find my room. But I wrote the eulogy. Just give me a minute real quick to find it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this. Thank you all for coming today for my godson Gabriel. Thank you for all the family, to all the family and friends who helped us by being there for us. Sorry, I just loved him so much. But thank you for your love and your prayers. And thank you for your contributions and your help fundraising. There are no words for how thankful we are. Thank you for showing how much you love Gabriel. That's true. Gabriel was a great person with a big heart. He always had a smile. Being around him always made my day. Even when he was talking about some off the wall shit, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? And I'd hug him because I fucking love him, you know? Yeah, but we used to laugh and talk about the times he was hitting on girls and women when he was a little boy. We always thought he'd have kids at a young age because he was a lover. And he was funny. He was funny. He was funny, he was loving. And we were always excited to see each other. When we would see each other, I would say, dee dee dee. And we'd say, Nino. And we'd hug each other like as hard as we could. I love him so much, and I miss him so much. I feel like a light just went out in my heart. I feel like he left us here, having the rest of our life without him. I was looking forward to seeing the man Gabriel would become and the decisions he would have made. Knowing I would not be able to see him grow as a person and go through life experiences has left my heart broken. I blamed everyone and I blamed myself for the choice we made. But I feel that none of us can blame each other or ourselves. Blame will not solve anything but bring more pain. I know Gabriel wouldn't want that. We need to heal each other with love, kindness, and patience. Our lives will never be the same without him. But we can keep him alive in our hearts and in our memories. Yes. Just like we keep my nephew Mikey alive in our hearts and our memories, who we lost not but a year ago. They will never truly die or be forgotten. We chose a prayer that I felt came from our hearts when we were choosing a prayer for the chaplet. I'd like to read that prayer to my godson now. The day God took you away. If love alone could have saved you, you never would have died. In life, I loved you dearly. In death, I love you still. In my heart, you hold a place no one else could ever fill. It broke my heart to lose you, but you did not go alone. A part of me went with you. The day God took you home, I love you, Papa. I hope to see you again someday. Thank you.
I don't want us or anyone to remember him for how he passed, but the kind of person he was. To me, he was my little cousin, as most of you may know already. But let's start from the beginning, when I first met Gabriel. August 21st, 2010, a light came into everyone's lives without even realizing. I had become aware that I had gained a little cousin, but I was not aware that I had also gained a little brother and a best friend. From the beginning, I wanted to make sure he was okay. So my mom asked, or I went up to my mom and asked, where's his teeth after he was just born? Where's his teeth? Growing up and becoming the eldest child, or eldest grandchild, being the eldest grandchild and an older sister, I always thought the weight and the responsibility and standards were high. That I had people looking up to me, but Gabriel made that easier with his little dance parties in the middle of Nina's house. Or maybe it was the bad jokes he would tell, and then afterwards he would have to explain the joke and then realize that he told it wrong. But growing up with Gabriel was a blessing in disguise because of how special of a person he was. If you knew Gabriel, you should already know his personality was outgoing and that he always knew how to make everyone smile without even having to try. Gabriel's imagination was also out of this world. I mean, one moment he was Batman, then the next he was Sonic. At times, we would have to tell Gabriel to stop talking to strangers because we were trying to teach Gabriel stranger danger. But to Gabriel, strangers were just friends he hasn't met yet. Anywhere we went, Gabriel would start a conversation with anyone and tell them his real identity as Batman. At the pool, even at the pool, trying to hit on a girl 3 times his age, at like 11. Wow. By asking, you want to know how I saved Texas from the storm? He prayed. And he would win them over with his charm. Even in Laughlin, our family trips every summer, he always made a friend and would ask me to get their parents' number so that they could play together again. Even my own friends would say how funny he was on the game and ask if I was inviting Gabriel every time I got on. Though Gabriel had the charm and handsome look, he swore he knew everything, but still needed help with his homework. So I would go over to my Nina's every day when we lived next door and help him with his homework. I would say help very lightly because I didn't really know what to do either. It was math homework, right? I would put my phone under the table and then type in the questions and then just tell him the answer. I would explain the answer to him sometimes and act like I knew what I was doing, just to give, or even just give him the answer because we both hated math. As he got older, Gabriel's smile never changed, nor did his personality. Every time he saw me, especially if it had been a while since he had seen me, he would give me the tightest hug, and I would desperately tell him, "You're crushing my lungs." He would say, "Really? Huh, I wasn't even using all my strength." I knew in that moment I made his head a little bit bigger, but I didn't mind because he was happy. He was smiling, he was laughing. That's how I remember him, and that's how I'll continue to remember him. I know that Gabriel was not just a light in my life, but in each of our lives. I know family events will feel different since it'll feel like a piece is missing. Even now here, I think what would Gabriel be doing right now? Probably sitting next to my Nina, bouncing his leg anxiously, wondering, when will this be over? And looking around and pointing out all the things that are pretty cool. And then my Nina telling him, "Pay attention, your cousin is talking." I catch myself doing that everywhere I go now. I know it hurts and that piece will be missing. But I know my cousin would have wanted us to smile, share a laugh, sing a song, dance, and tell jokes. I know some feel that they are unable to speak, but I encourage you to share at least one memory of Gabriel for who he was. And to my cousin, I know you're here in spirit in our hearts. I love you, and I'm sorry if I didn't say it enough.
Thank you.
But my favorite memory of Gabriel was when I was nervous to talk to this girl, but he gave me courage because there was two girls, and we were going after them. And at first I was scared, I'm not lying, but he gave me the courage to talk to her. Of course, nothing happened from that. But he got the girl at the end of the game. And one of my favorite jokes from Gabriel was, you know how homies tell each other, like, I love you, platonically, right? How homies tell each other that. I'll tell him, I love you, bro, no homo. And then he would say, with homo. I don't know why that was funny to me. Maybe I was immature. But before I ever met Gabriel, I only had temporary friends. I never really had permanent friends. I only had friends I talked to during school. And when I met Gabriel, I knew I had a consistent, permanent friend. Somebody I could always talk to when I'm depressed or I'm happy. You know, there's no amount of words I can say about how much I miss Gabriel. I wish I could have my first beer with him. I wish I could have graduated with him. But I really miss him a lot. I love you, bro. No homo.
I was Gabriel's best friend, and I didn't write a eulogy because I was scared and I didn't know how, but I'm gonna try because I care for Gabriel and I want this to come from the heart. Gabriel was more than just a friend or somebody that I knew. He was my best friend, you know, my brother. He was a Patrick to my SpongeBob. We did a lot of stupid stuff, you know. One time I was at his house and we were just playing, and I accidentally kicked a soccer ball over, and we got on the roof looking for it. And I just got the random idea to jump off the roof. I don't know. I said, if I do it, you have to do it. And we both did it, and we were both okay. I loved how Gabriel, he always thought of others. He had a contagious smile, contagious laugh. You know, he really knew how to lift the mood of others. He had a weird run, you know, he ran like a cartoon. But Gabriel, he's made an impact on everyone that he's met. He could find the smallest thing that you could ever think of. He could find something as small as a mustard seed and use that to make everyone around him happy, or at least have a smile. I remember one time he was just kind of going through it, and he talked to me, and I don't know, I said some of the smartest things I think I've ever said, and he said I sound like Master Shifu. I had a problem talking about what I was going through, and I held it in, and I didn't even talk to my dad about it, you know. When I lost my mom, she's still here, but I just haven't seen her in like 6 years. But I didn't even talk to that about my dad, but Gabriel, you know, he brought that out of me. He made it to where I knew that I could be comfortable talking to him, you know, and I wanted it for him to be the same way for him. And, you know, he tried, and I'm glad that he sees that I was, in a way, that safe box for him, that he could put his thoughts in. I don't know, I'm trying my best because I didn't
You're
write
doing
anything,
great.
so,
You're doing great. Yay, Marcus, you got it.
But,
My dad.
Gabriel made an impact on all of our lives, and he would be happy knowing that we all got here and gathered here for him, and he'd be happy that we could all talk about some of the stuff that he may have done that might not have been the best, but it made it happy, yeah. He was there, you know?
Yes.
I love his level of confidence. I remember one time I did a backflip, and he said he was trying to do a backflip, and he kind of landed on his head. But, you know, that was just bonding and having fun, you know, no matter what it cost. He could have got seriously hurt, but it was in the moment that he was close, but it was in the moment that, you know, we were just having fun, you know, and we didn't think about the consequences, or at least he didn't. But, you know, I just want you to know, Gabriel, that I love you with all my heart. You were more than a friend, you were my best friend, and you were my brother. And I'm glad that now you may be at peace.
Thank you, Marcus.
That everyone came. It means a lot to me still. Gabriel was more than just my son. He was my best friend, my confidant. The reason I strive to be better, to make him proud. He was the person that accepted me the most. I could be unfiltered, unhinged, completely myself, which is not normal. He made that known all the time. I'm just like, can't you be normal? It's like, well, normal's not fun. But Gabriel knew how much he was loved. We would talk about it all the time. Because I would threaten him. If he tried anything, I would break his arms and legs. So if you have no arms and legs, you can't do anything dumb. And I said, you know I will. He said, I know, Mom. And I said, okay, I'm just making sure. But we would talk about everyone that was there for him. Everyone that's going to be there for him. Not just me, not just Dad. He had a loving family, and he would always tell me, I know, Mom, can we get back to my video game now? And then I would threaten to turn it off or pause the internet. But I was telling him how much I loved him, how much he meant to me. Even though he wasn't paying attention to me at the time. And I'm very thankful that he was my son. He was a blessing. He filled my life with more than I could have ever imagined. But I seek comfort in knowing that he was loved by many, and he will be remembered by family, friends, overwhelming amount of people that life being impacted. Goes to show you how amazing of a person he was. And he was amazing because he truly believed that if he prayed hard enough, God would answer. Like, if he prayed hard enough, then it doesn't matter, you know, it would come, God would answer his prayers.
The story behind his Texas saving.
He said that he saved a time in Texas. And when asked how, he said, through prayer. Because when I was living in Texas, we were driving into Texas, and we were passing Arizona desert. There's lightning storms. And he looks over and he says, Mom, there's a lot of lightning, like, you know, and there's a town there. And I said, okay, well, there's nothing we can do. He said, no, we have to save them. We have to do something. And I said, well, maybe the only thing we could do is, if you want, we can pray. You can say our prayers, and then you can take a bow and you can pray. That's all, you know. And then he was like, okay, so we said our prayers. I was like, okay, now bow your head and ask God what you want him to do. Or ask God what your prayers are, which they are. And he's like, okay, so he you know, was the only time that he was quiet throughout the whole entire trip. And he put his head down. And by that time, we were driving, so we had already passed the lightning storm. When he looked out the window and he said, it worked. He's like, it worked. And I was like, what? He's like, look, there's no lightning storm. I was like, yeah, it did work, baby, yeah. And he was like, they're going to be okay. And I was like, well, you know, he's all, they're going to be all right. I know they're going to be all right. And I told him, well, they'll never know that you saved them, though. And he was like, they don't have to. They don't have to know that I did that. But God knows, you know. And it's good to know that I saved them through prayer. And I was like, yeah, you did, baby. You saved them with your prayer. Like, you're amazing because you truly wanted it. And that's why there's no lightning storm anymore. Even though it was still back there. So, for the longest time, I'm pretty sure he still thought that he was a superhero.
Yes, he still is.
Even as a teenager, he still thought he was a superhero. Because he knew that if he, through the power of prayer, that he still, I honestly truly believe that he still thought that he saved that town at 15 years old. Because I never told him any otherwise. And he would have this, like, you know, aura about him that he was just like, don't mess with me if I pray, I'm a superhero. So I just think comfort in knowing that that we were able to raise an amazing young man that truly believed in his faith and loved his family and his parents. I mean, we were close, a little too close, a lot of times. He would tell me something like, Gabriel, it's okay to have some secrets. You don't have to be an open book about everything. And he's like, well, I don't know your mom. I want to tell you. I was like, I'm your mom, though. Some secrets are okay. There's like, you know, that secrecy type of thing. I don't need to know stuff. But that's who he was. That's how we were. Very open about everything. Well, he was very for the most part, honest. Even though he would try to lie about stuff, and I'd be like, you suck at it. And he was like, okay, Mom, look, I didn't do it. And I was like, no, I really don't believe you. You're just trying to make a straight face. And he's like, but I am thankful that we had our relationship, because I look back and it's just it means that much more to me. That I was able to be that mom for him. And I was able to at least give him a little bit of something that he gave to me throughout the day he was born. And every day since he's gone away, is every day that a little piece of me.
We're all with you.
I know.
All of us.
Is the other day that a piece of me goes away too. Thank you.
I've done a lot of things in my life, but this week has been one of the toughest weeks that I think all of us have ever had to be part of. Gabriel was living proof that the brightest flames burn the quickest. And everybody, myself especially, you know, I met Gabriel when he was just a little guy. And I remember me and his Nino and his mom, we went to the market and we went to go eat at this restaurant, and you know, we're all sitting there, and Gabriel, we're all in the booth, and Gabriel sat on top of the booth, you know, and his mom was like, ooh, like, you know, like, you know, she mentioned earlier, like, can you just be normal? And I got a kick out of it because I was like, hey, look at this guy. You know, I was like, right on. And we went to the market, and, you know, instead of like sitting in the, you know, in the seat where the kids are supposed to, you know, the shopping cart, he was like, nah, I'd rather just grab onto the side of it, you know, and
Hang on for dear life.
yeah, and just hang on for it. And he did, and he did. That was where he stayed the whole shopping trip. And even when his little arms were like getting tired, he was like, nope. I was like, you okay there, buddy? And he was like, I'm good. You know, he's like, no, this is where I want to be at. And I was like, I gotta admire that kid. Like, you know where you're going. You know what you're doing. I was like, far be it from me or anybody else to question, you know, like, you know what you're doing. And, you know, we all, you know, he was different, you know, in the best way possible. You know, he was somebody that if you got to know him and you got to spend time with him, you were truly blessed. You know, because I know I'm 45 years old, and I've met a lot of people, and there's not many people that I'm going to really miss as much as I'm going to miss him. It's not ever going to be, you know, I've been around your family for decades, and all of you are such beautiful people, you know, but he was one of the best. He was one of, you know, this is hard, you know, it's hard. The world is a little bit, it's a little bit darker now. And I know you guys have been through a lot in the last year, but there's only one place to go when you're down, and that's up. And I hope you guys keep getting together, and next time, let's make it a wedding. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
My little Gabriel, I love him with all my heart. Thank you guys all for being here for us and for everything you did. I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you. And my little grandson, my little great-grandson, Gabriel, may he rest in peace. Amen. Thank you.
Today I stand here, not just as Gabriel's Nina, but as someone who loved him from the very first day he entered this world. I was there the day Gabriel was born. I remember holding him and feeling like my heart had just grown in a way I didn't even know it could. From that moment on, he wasn't just my godson. He was my baby too. Watching him grow up meant I got to see all the little things. The everyday moments, the laughs, the phases, the personality that just couldn't be ignored. When his mom first got pregnant with him, I remember telling her, that's it, we're never going to hang out anymore. So we started going to A&W all the time, getting root beer floats. The funny thing is, after Gabriel was born, we actually hung out even more. He didn't take anything away. He just added everything. He made our world bigger. Gabriel had a way of making an impression on everyone he met. He was funny without even trying. He had this natural light about him, whether we were watching the Niner games, playing video games, or just talking about whatever was on our mind. He made everything feel lighter. He loved music, he loved his guitar, he loved basketball, and he loved to cook, even if he wasn't exactly good at it. I'll never forget the chocolate pancake he made me, and how proud of it he was. Even though it tasted terrible, I ate it. That was Gabriel. He gave things his whole heart. He showed up fully even when it wasn't perfect. He was only 15, but he left fingerprints on so many lives. That's something not everyone can say, no matter how long they live. What hurts the most is not just that he's gone, it's the moments we won't get. The games we won't watch, the random, "Hey Nina," when I walk outside. The sound of his laugh, the life he still had ahead of him. But even in this pain, I hold on to this. Gabriel mattered. He mattered deeply. He was loved deeply. And he will be remembered deeply. If blood could have saved him, he would still be here. Gabriel, I hope you knew how proud I was to be your Nina. And I hope you knew how much you were loved. Not just today, not just when it was easy, but every single day of your life. You will always be my baby, my little G. And I will carry you with me for the rest of my life. I love you, Gabriel.
Hey guys, my family, most beautiful people I've ever known. All you have been together for me and help me with Gabriel. I'll never forget the love, the compassion, beautiful family I have. When you came together and helped me help with my baby dress. That'll never be forgotten. And I'll always be thankful and blessed for you guys. One thing I said about Gabriel is he's the most beautiful one in the world. He loved me with all his heart and soul. And it's the most beautiful in the world.
Louder.
He's my grandson. The day he was born, we can spend every day with him. And God bless us every day he was born. To live in heaven. Every day that I remember him, it was special. And I wanted to share my mama's forgiveness so hard to speak because there's so much I can say about him. One day we'll take him here and there and he was a baby.
I really don't know. I'm John, Gabriel's dad. So about 12, 13 years ago, him and just, got into my life. And I was first, I was out babysitting while she was at work. And it was a little handful that day. And 2.5, he was able to sneak out the second time and down the street. And, Houdini at that time. But at age 5, when they were on Texas, they called me and just asked or told me that Gabriel had a question for me. I was like, okay. So then Gabriel gets on the phone and I was like, hey, how you doing, Skinny? Because that's what I would call him. He's like, okay. I was like, you got a question? He's like, yeah. Okay, what is it? He's like, yes. Can I call you Dad? And there's no way I was gonna tell him no. I mean, how you tell a kid no, right? And I told him yes. And I remember he was so happy and so excited. And he's like, Mom, he said yes. He said yes. And for the first, I'd say a few months, it took me a while. He'd say Dad, Dad, and about the 4th, 5th time I finally answered. I was like, oh. So from there, I would mess with him and I'd be like, who are you? Who are you? He's like, my name's Gabriel. Gabriel who? He's like, your son, Dad. Your son. I was like, oh, okay. I forgot. He's like, really? But truly, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never been a dad. Because it don't matter, blood or not, he's my first son. I tried to be the best I could. Taught him how to ride a bike, first day of school, play catch, and beat him in basketball. And, try to make him better. Because I know he loved basketball, so I ended up trying to play, make sure that to help him get better. And what I really wish is I could have, seen a game that he played. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. And I wish I could have seen him, be a man, because I know he would have been a better man than me. And that was my whole goal. Make sure that he was better than me. And that, he was a good person all around. He touched so many lives. He was so kind, big-hearted. And there was once that we were coming here, and we got off the freeway, and there was a homeless guy at the exit. And we were leaving, and he's like, we need to help him. So I was like, okay. So we both turned around. He's like, we need to get him something to eat and something to drink. So we got him some food, some water, and I went with him. So we gave it to the van. And the man was tearing up. One year, like, oh, Gabriel, you wanted to do this? You can give it to him. I'll be right here behind you. So both of us were right there, and he was so guy was crying, so thankful. You know, he told Gabriel, thank you, thank you. And Gabriel was like, just be careful, take care. You know, and that's the type of person he was. You know, he'd help out anybody. No matter if it was a shirt off his back, he would. And, I'm gonna miss him. Gabriel, I love you.
Say something. I love you.
One, two, three. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabriel. Happy birthday to you. And many more. You smell like a whore. I just realized it's backwards. Oh, you're just like, listen to your mother. I said that.
Listen to your mother?
Listen to your mother.
If everybody just listened to their mother, it'd be a better world, huh? Yeah, it would.
Just kidding. I'd be
Maybe.
obsessed with Lincoln Park. And now you've like been doing good for some reason. I can actually tell if you're going to like heaven or hell.
You can tell?
Yeah, for some reason I
power.
can tell.
Wait, so where am I going?
Heaven.
Oh, I was wondering. We were all worried about that.
Who's bad?
Hit it with that dab! Hit it with that dab!
Good job.
Wait.
Ready?
Wait. Okay.
Oh, Morgan too?
Wait. I can't believe
Morgan's done with it. You're stupid.
Why
You
did
get a
you
lot.
say that? Why?
He's special.
I take it off and take it on all the time. Like, normally my shirt would not be on right now, but you guys are. So I'm being fucking not trying to get him this. Oh, he's about to switch the bottle with me. Alright, you guys don't fit in that.
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
I think Gabriel won.
I got it first.
I think
like this. I'm gonna go to the deep end.
Okay.
So, like on the wall.
Wait. No.
Now I can say bad words. Also for food, and then I go running outside and then I go fast.
Oh, so that's how you go super duper duper fast. You have to have chili dogs all day, every day? Pretty
Not
much.
every day.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 days. I did 2.
Birthday to you, cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you, cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Gabriel. Happy birthday to you.
What are you doing? Gabriel.
Little girls used to dance like that.
Somebody shoot him. Give me the Nerf gun. I can make it in his mouth. Did you run out of bullets? You suck.
Dear Gabriel.
pastorita Frey. Shut up and shut up.
Happy birthday.
I'm not ashamed of Jesus. Everybody watching this video, comment down below, you love Jesus. Like, follow, and share this with someone that you love very much.
Say hi.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
I'll record this.
You better not drop your phone.
I won't.
I'm holding on for dear life, bro. I'm holding on for dear life. I can feel my stomach. It's coming so close.
Do it.
No!
You're good, you're good. Seriously, I haven't seen my butt down. I keep on flying on my seat.
Say something, Gabriel.
Whatever. That's why I said. No, you might.
You like it? Huh? You like it?
Swag template, niggas copy and they paste. Pound sign, get the fuck out my face. Money rotate, ACL ass shake. Grab a bitch body weight, 38 black cake. From bass head, crack flow, make you crave. All black like blade, you a pig nigga, babe. Hot, you underground, not a slave. I'm a overseas nigga, 30 cash show page. On my cream, on
Just yet.
Sing it, brother.
Cut myself on angel hair and make peace breath. You can have it of your highness, throw down your back canoe so I can fly right back. Hey, wait, I got a new company. Forever and till Christ alive. Hey, wait, I got a new company. Forever and till Christ alive. Hey, wait, I got a new company. Forever.
Oh, Lego, Batman Legos? That's cool. Who got that?
Fernando.
That's cool.
Wait, do it again. Keep doing it.
faster than you. No, I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. Haha, you're slow.
Well, my dad is faster.
No, I bet not. I bet not.
Just been running. It's been all day. Oh my gosh! You're fast! You're fast! Oh my gosh! I'm closer than you.
He's tired.